Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Micro Investor, where we do technical analysis and price predictions on many different cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking about Ethereum and picking up where we left off in the previous Ethereum video. Now, if you remember yesterday's Ethereum video, or if you did not manage to see it, I was talking about this ascending triangular pattern that we were within and how it looked like it was all part of a ABC type move, as we were seeing price movements to the upside, but we weren't sure if it was an actual C wave. We weren't 100% positive that that was how it was going to be playing out. And I was talking about how we're within breaking out of this trend line here. So it was becoming a really big possibility that we could end up breaking out of a falling wedge and, of course, our ascending triangular pattern. So we did confirm that we did have a C wave, and we're still within that C wave right now. There's still more that is attempting to pump within it, so it has not given up yet. It's also ended up actually going over that 20-day moving average, so that's another good positive with Ethereum right now. And it's so close to actually breaking through this falling wedge pattern. And of course, this is that falling wedge pattern that Bitcoin is very similar within, or was within one. And what we can see here is that with Ethereum, it had come down within these 5 waves. And I'm saying it completed its 5th wave. And now it's all within part of a new pattern that is now forming after it does break out of this falling wedge. So we have our larger wave 1 come down in the wave 2. And now we're in the process right now of going up within our wave 3. There might be critics out there that will disagree, but the technicals don't tell us anything other than what we're seeing so far. So we're moving along to get right within this trend line here. So we're moving along to pump through this falling wedge pattern, and that's a very good bullish scenario that is actually playing out just like how we want it. So let's actually pan back here a bit and look at our moving averages here. So turning this over to the daily chart here, and you can see that that we've just pumped through our 20-day moving average, and we're above that, and we're having that resistance at that 50-day moving average that's also lined up right there at that trend line for this falling wedge. So that's our key area of resistance that we're working on trying to get over, and that's at the price of around $1,400. So that's what we really need to be getting over within this wave C. And of course, there's a possibility that we could not succeed at that before this wave C does complete. So there are also some key Fibonacci levels to be paying attention to, which we did manage to pump through our 618 Fibonacci level, which is using the Fibonacci retracement within this first wave that goes from the middle of June, where Ethereum was at its 52-week low at a price under $900, went up over 2 months within a 5-wave move, and to complete the wave 1 that was just above $2,000 in the middle of August, and then we've had this retracement. So one thing that's being criticized with Ethereum and Bitcoin is people are not confident that they've seen a 5-wave move down, or they're just throwing out more bearish numbers with Ethereum and Bitcoin just to get more views. But I look at the technicals here, and I look at the price movements, and I understand that we could be seeing more bearish possibilities due to rate hikes. But at the same time, we've gotten data multiple times that did not really change the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum from these levels. So they still haven't managed to find a bottom yet, and some cryptocurrencies have managed to actually go back and retrace even half their values from their all-time highs already. So seeing that, and seeing that some cryptocurrencies are doing their own thing, I think that the bottom for Ethereum and Bitcoin was already in. And I can also just look at this and I can find these 5 waves here, even though they're not as pretty within this wave 2 as a lot of people would want it to be. They're still there. We still do have these lower lows and these lower highs that came in within 5 waves. Even though these price movements were not what a lot of people would like, that's what we've already achieved within it. And that could be the possibility of that completion within those waves. So if we do pump up to this 50% Fibonacci level. That's going to take us around to where our 100-day moving average is, and also it's going to take us up to of course breaking out of that trend line, and that's going to also put us within our bull market support band, which is another very bullish thing that we could be seeing happen with Ethereum, and that would be if we were to see Ethereum fall right within this band here and then work its way on the other side of this. If that was to happen, then we would most likely be seeing much larger price movements with Ethereum. So this is currently our bear market resistance band is what we'll call it. So that's what we're currently underneath right now, and we're trying to work it up to being the bull market support band. So when we look at it through this trend line and how this actually all lines up to showing us that through this whole falling wedge that we were in, the bull market support band had managed to actually stay along the inside of this falling wedge pattern. So just recently we did see it actually break its way out of the falling wedge pattern, and then we've also had our moving averages just start to eventually break themselves out of the falling wedge pattern. So all this to me is all bullish stuff. I don't look at this as being anything other than a bullish price movement, because a falling wedge pattern, even though it's like catching a falling knife, eventually it's going to break away from the trend and it's going to go up. So seeing that and seeing that it's approaching the end there, and that the bull market support band has finally moved its way out of it, and the moving averages, which have always been within it, have also moved their way out of it, I think this is more reassurance of what is going to happen. So here in the short term, the best bullish case scenario for Ethereum right now is to see the price pump its way up above $1,400. It's made the attempts. It came $30 within at the daily high so far, but it did not manage to succeed going over it. And hopefully we see that happen here soon. It goes above that $1,400 price, goes above that 50-day moving average, and it goes and approaches that 50% Fibonacci level and breaks out of this trend. So a lot of things that kind of are lining up right now with Ethereum, creating this much bullish case scenario. So I'm claiming that so far data tells us that we're within a wave 3 of a much larger impulse, and this wave 3 could be something that can go all the way up to a price of $3,000, if not more. It could even possibly go all the way up to a price that could be around $3,600, and that would be a nice retracement from where we were at within this wave 4 to the downside. So anyways, I'll leave it there for now. What do you guys think that we're going to be seeing happen here with Ethereum? Do you guys think that we're going to break through that 50-day moving average? I would like to know. So that being said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. New content coming out all the time. I'll see you all in the next cryptocurrency video coming right after this. Thank you for watching, listening.